Hello, my hustlers. I'm going to show you how I am going to sublimate this tumbler. This is a, let me shut my door because the kids are being kind of loud. Okay. This is a thermos, basically. You push that down and you can pour it out. The lid is a cup. You drink out of the lid. You push that and it's locked again. They've got little handles to put on your wrist. So this is where the handle goes, and it actually is going to pose a problem. I just did one. I've already packed it away, but this kind of makes it hard for the sublimation if you've got something all the way up to the top, like if you do a full wrap. If you have something all the way at the top, it's going to not sublimate properly right there in this area. So I don't think full wraps are a good idea for this. We shall see. I think we're going to put the seam right here and see if that helps a little bit. But this isn't really I don't really consider this a full wrap because it's not going to cover every square inch of the white part. So, and it doesn't even touch. This is the first time I've done one that doesn't really touch. So bear with me. You want to get this as, oof, yeah, that was going to happen. This is not very good tape. Shoot. As tight. Come on. As tight as possible. I think that's pretty tight. And I use a lot of tape. I learned that from somebody that I was watching the other day. He used a lot of tape. And his stuff comes out. You know, everybody makes mistakes. So, of course, you're going to make mistakes every now and again. But his stuff comes out gorgeous. And I did my first set of tumblers. It was sports bottles. The other day, yesterday I think it was, and they all turned out really beautiful with this method. So I taped the junk out of my trunk with these because the tighter they are, the better the chances of everything sublimating. Make sure you're pushing everything down nice and tight so you don't have any gaps. Get air bubbles. And then this top part, you want to make sure that this is tight. And then press really hard to get that nice and pressed down. Then the bottom side. You know how, there, I got it. You know how you feel a hair underneath your shirt and it tickles the junk out of you? Yeah. I've reached back there several times already to get it, and I hadn't gotten it, but I just got it. So everything is, oh, this one's going to be a little tricky. I'm pulling it as tight as I can get it. See this one. And then I just, you know, really rub down. My regular heat press, or the tumbler heat press that I bought, will not shrink up enough to do these. Let me go get some paper. But my press that tried to burn my house down the other day, which is in one of my other videos, had several attachments to it, and just so happened to have an attachment for tumblers or cups or whatever that would shrink up enough for this particular one. So I hooked it up to my new, or I put it in my tumbler attachment for my new press that I got, and so it actually worked. So I'm going to turn it around. We're going to go this way if I can get it turned around. You got to see what I look like. So I have this set at 350, and the time is 60 seconds, but I'm not sure how well. Well, I just did the other one, and it seemed to be okay. I did tighten my pressure because I didn't feel like it was right. So, okay. So I'm going to use this as a reference, this right here as a reference, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here, and this is not going to pinch all the way closed. So the top is not going to get heat. So you have to turn it multiple times. Well, this is what I learned when I watched another YouTube video. You have to turn it multiple times in order for it to press properly in a press like this. So I am going to put it in with this at the top to make sure I get at least half. Then I'm going to close it, and it's nice and tight. You can see that it's not moving. I'm going to turn this puppy on, and we're going to let this one do 60 seconds. And I'll pause you for that. Okay. This is a little bit warm right here, but not too bad. So then don't touch the cup. Make sure you're wearing your gloves if you're new to this. I don't recommend not using them, but I'm being very careful. So this point right here is the top point with the tape right there. So I'm just going to turn it a quarter of the way around. And then I'm going to press it again for another 60 seconds. This is going to take about 8 minutes because then you have to do the other half. That may seem a little excessive. And I'm still kind of experimenting. Maybe that's too long. And we will find out together. Yikes. Okay. Open it back up. And that reference point is right about here. So we're going to put that to the bottom because we're going to turn it 4 times. And another 60 seconds. Alright. Open it up. And then we're going to turn it again so that you see the tape. It's going to now be over here. Close it up. 60 more seconds. Okay, so that finishes the top side of it. And because this isn't long enough to do the whole cup, now we have to pull it through. Until the bottom is inside of it. Yikes, sorry guys. My tripod for my ring light is terrible. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I put this point back, my reference point back to the top, and then we are going to close it up and do another 60 seconds with that on the top, and then I'm just going to rotate it just like I did before. You guys can't really see what's happening. This thing is all jacked up. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I'll do another 60 seconds with that on the top, and then I'm going to turn it 1/4 turn, another 1/4 turn, another 1/4 turn, and then I should be done. I'm going to pause through that. You guys don't need to watch me do that again.